What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy. Welcome to my next Ask Me Anything live stream. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I've been feeling kind of out of it lately, and I'm not exactly sure why. Well, actually, I kind of am. My blood sugars have been going weird and everything. Yeah, it's one thing that I've been having trouble with. Diabetes really takes a toll on you. You can do everything right, but things still go wrong. And, yeah. Also, with all these hurricanes going on. Ooh, wow. Sorry about that, saw something. But I was just saying, also with all these hurricanes going on, I mean, it's been starting to get to me for some reason. You can do everything right. Alright, my sound is definitely working, as you guys probably heard, but yeah, so I need to figure out how to. I can't stream on Twitter or X actually. Yeah, because you need to have like I don't know what they call it. Hold on one sec. And no one's here right now. Like, you guys are not awake at this time. I mean, gosh. I posted a new video earlier. It's I mean, really, it was one of me talking about the hurricane, but also some stuff in my personal life also. Um it was about how I almost ended up living in Ashland, North Carolina. Ashland. I don't know why the fuck I keep calling it that. Asheville, North Carolina. But luckily, that didn't end up happening. Some stupid guy I was talking to online said that he wanted me to come live with them because he wanted a younger guy to come live with them. It was a while ago. Well, it wasn't that long ago, but it was a while ago. But he, hold on one second. But he completely flaked on me because But he changed his mind and flaked on me because I can't hold a job at all because of my autism and ADHD. It wasn't that he thought it would be too expensive having me come live with him. He was just some naggy bitch who wanted to control me and everything, and that didn't go over so well. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. I guess his ass was washed away by fucking floodwaters as he fucking deserves. It's about time that people who lied to me and stabbed me in the back finally got what they fucking deserved. Just like those damn South Carolina backstabbers. I didn't feel sorry for them at all, just letting you all know. Like, saw me talking about them. I mean, I went back and I rewatched that old episode of Joe Winko Talk that I did about my South Carolina backstabbers back in 2019 after I found out that they're both dead. I mean, it seems like I felt sorry for them, but I really didn't. It was just kind of gloomy talking about how they died, really. I guess at that time, I never really. It was really just at that time. I don't know how to explain it, because I remember right before I did that video, I was thinking, okay, I finally got my revenge. Well, not really, I got my revenge. I finally was avenged. But, when I was actually describing what happened and everything, it was just, I guess it was more, I didn't feel sorry for them. I guess it was mainly just that I was hurt that those two idiots from South Carolina stabbed me in the back. And, and I guess it just hurt even more because, like, if they wouldn't have stabbed me in the back, they would have survived because I would have talked them into evacuating they were living in Wilmington, North Carolina at the time they died, but I would have talked them into evacuating from Wilmington, North Carolina. They died because they were fucking stupid. That's why. I mean, I don't feel sorry for them. My South Carolina backstabbers. I hope you guys all know that that's who I'm talking about. Yeah, I feel bad for the people in Asheville, North Carolina, who are dealing with the hurricane. Everyone except for that fucking idiot who said that he wanted me to come live with them, but then he changed his mind because he found out I couldn't hold a job because of my autism, ADHD, and type 1 diabetes. I don't feel sorry for him at all. I'm pretty sure he's dead, probably. I mean, I actually was looking back through my emails that he sent me, and I know that there's probably more emails that he sent me, but because I remember him telling me, I remember him sending me like a really rude message. I guess it was on the like Silver Daddy's chat, and just for the record, I never met a nice guy on silverdaddies.com. It's just a bunch of stupid, grumpy old men, really. That's literally all it fucking is. God. Makes me want to set the fucking pride flag on fire. You'll be surprised how often I feel like doing that. I mean, most of the hate I get is from fellow gay guys. Well, I wouldn't call them fellow gay guys because they're not my friends, but you guys get what I mean. It's not a community, it's a lifestyle. Big difference. Alright, so no one's joining yet. Well, you guys will watch the archive. How many of you guys actually watch the archive? If you're watching this archived right now, can you like leave a comment or something? You guys will watch the archive. Okay. Yeah, it's playing on Facebook. Okay. You know what? Like, another thing is, I mean, people do this from time to time, and I don't know why, but like when I do a live stream and someone misses it, they'll comment on the archive of the video that's still saved onto YouTube. But whenever I do a damn live stream, it gets saved onto YouTube or whatever, and every single other fucking site I do it on, so you can watch it over again. And then every now and then I'll get a comment on my live stream archive that says, OMG, I missed it, damn. And I'm like, dude, the fucking live stream is still there and up on YouTube. It's archived onto YouTube. You can still watch it even though you weren't there live. I mean, and you can still comment it on it. I mean, geesh, what the hell? Am I living in the fucking Twilight Zone? Excuse my swearing, but can you blame me for swearing so much? My blood sugar is actually high right now. That's why I'm not feeling right. What is it right now? It's 259, but it's going down. I fucking hate diabetes. Gosh. There's actually another hurricane that's coming. Yeah, it's supposed to... It seems like it's going to be making a direct hit to Tampa Bay, exactly like I talked about in my episode of Joe Winko Talk. And, yeah. Which will not be good, really. Yeah, the hurricane's huge, too. And it's supposed to be a Category 3, with Category 3, winds as it carves across Florida. Damn, that really isn't gonna be good. I mean, it's like 150 mile per hour winds. I hope we don't lose power, but I mean, with winds like that, I mean, I'm prepared for it, but that fucking sucks. I hate losing power during hurricane. Well, who the fuck? I mean, of course I hate losing power during a fucking hurricane. No one's typing anything in the chat. What the fucking hell? Yeah, what I like that the reaction I did earlier in my live stream. That guy is so cute. This one guy showed up on my YouTube on my YouTube recommendations. Transcendental Tommy. Interesting. Doesn't really have a channel description. Just has a bunch of shirtless videos. Kind of like me, except he has like a beard and long hair. I'm digging the beard. Yeah, he's totally my type. I'm scrolling through his videos right now. Let me leave a comment on one of his videos while I'm at it. Hold on. I was gonna say, hope that he ends up becoming my crazy obsessed male lover that I want so much. But, that's a bit far-fetched. I have literally the worst luck with guys, as you guys all know. That comes with being Joe Winko. So what the fuck? I mean, what the fuck do I mean by that? Gosh. I mean, well, what the fuck do I expect? That's what I meant to say. It's almost like it's like a personality trait. Just like no one's watching my damn live stream right now and no one's commenting on it. I mean, geesh. But whatever. I can ramble about stuff. You know what? That's another thing. Like, yeah, I do have an incredibly difficult time finding a boyfriend. I don't really like the term boyfriend because it makes me think too much of high school and stuff like that. But finding a lover and partner, like that's the term that I prefer to use. I do have an extremely. I have nothing to say to you. Okay, okay. I mean, who are you? Hi, Beto Garcia. Okay, finally, we have nice people here. Hi, Beto Garcia. Um, but yeah, like I do have like an extremely difficult time like finding a lover and partner or a boyfriend, whatever term you want to use, but I don't really prefer boyfriend at all. The term boyfriend at all because it makes me think too much of high school. What I was gonna say, since I was saying that I ramble a lot, I really like guys who are quiet because they're easy to talk to. When a guy talks too much, it really gets on my fucking nerves and it gets really annoying. Well, it depends on the circumstances, really. I mean, I had one friend who rambled a lot about different stuff and I mean, it would get like he would ramble about like scary stories he was writing and everything. And I'm not gonna lie, it would get tedious, but it wouldn't really get annoying at all. But it would get tedious. There is a difference. But most of the time, when a guy talks too much, it's really fucking annoying because like I like being the one who does the talking. It's a lot better when the guy is quiet. Actually, I like a guy who's quiet, a guy who still wants to talk to me, but one who's quiet and just prefers me to do most of the talking. Really, those guys are the easiest to talk to. I also hate guys who interrupt me too. Honestly, that's why me and Michael Myers would make a good couple because Michael Myers does not talk at all. He's very quiet. When a guy talks too much, like if a guy talks too much, he's bound to eventually say something that's going to strike a nerve with me because I tend to be sometimes too good of a listener, really. And usually that's like a good trait to have, but sometimes it can be disastrous, especially if you take things personal like I do. I saw your post about if you and Michael Myers were a couple, and I said it would be, yep, I saw that comment. Yeah, I do have a thing for Elon Musk. I mean, like, really, I only need one guy, really, but I mean, it depends on the circumstances. If Michael Myers and Elon Musk fell in love with each other also, and they were in love with me at the same time, then it would be fine. Yeah, it's just that the thing with like three-way relationships, it always like in lack of better terms, it always like breeds competition, no pun intended, but it always like breeds competition. Like say that you're talking to like one lover Like if I'm talking to two guys and like they're in love with each other, they want a three-way relationship, there's gonna be one guy who likes me more than the other guy, and the other guy notices that, and then the other guy starts to resent me because of it, and then right away it's not gonna work out, really. Yeah, I probably would. But yeah, I really don't like it when guys talk too much, really. I remember back when I was living in Wisconsin, there was this one really annoying guy who used to ramble and talk so fucking much. He was so goddamn annoying, and the thing that pissed me off about him, he knew that he talked a lot. He knew that it got on my nerves, but he kept talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And he thought it was funny that it got on my nerves. That wasn't funny. He was so damn annoying. Plus, he was extremely horrible at oral copulation. That was another thing that ruined it. But yeah. But don't even get me started on that. But it's pretty ironic now that I think of it. But yeah, he talked way too much, really. God damn. I just remember one time when we were in the car together. Did you get hit by Hurricane Helene that went through Florida? No, we didn't. I don't live in the path of Hurricane Helene. I'm not sure if you saw the video I did about how I almost was in the path of Hurricane Helene. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Yeah, it's the most recent video I posted. I was almost there. Hurricane Helene, October 5th, 2000. Ooh, it got 8. It only got 80 views? Oh, I mean, not that many people commented on... Oh, no, weird. YouTube is glitching up. When I clicked on the page, it said 60 views then. Yeah, let me send you the message real quick. Hold on. Oh, well, no, let me type it in the chat. Cannot post messages to some channels. Okay, whatever. Hold on. Yeah, that's the video I did about how I was almost in the path for Hurricane Helene. But like in that video, I also say that I mainly was just talking about the stupid guy who from Ashfield, whatever the fuck that place is, Asheville or some shit like that. Excuse me, I don't mean to say that. I don't mean to say that. It's Asheville. My bad, my bad. I was just mad because I was thinking about the stupid guy from there. But I have nothing against Asheville, Tennessee. I mean, Asheville, North Carolina. Honestly, I just wasn't really interested in living up there. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, the mountains are beautiful. I understand why a lot of people would be drawn to them, but they're just not for me. And it's just a matter of preference. If someone likes living up in the mountains, that's fine, really. I mean, but I never really was interested in the mountains, never really thought that much about them. But now, with what happened during this hurricane, I definitely never want to live in the mountains because, like it makes sense why the flooding happened there. I mean, there is this hurricane that's going to be hitting, Hurricane Milton, which is supposed to be striking Pinellas County as a Category 3 or Category 4. Might even move by my area. The only thing I'm worried about are the fucking power outages. I hope they don't happen at all. And if they do happen, I hope they turn on the damn power right away. But I'm prepared for it, though. I'm prepared for that. But I hope that we're not out for like multiple days like we were during Hurricane Ian. We were out for 2 fucking days during Hurricane Ian. That pissed me off. But the thing is, what was I gonna say? The thing is, like, I don't think the reason why I don't think that the hurricane is going to cause inland flooding in my area. I mean, the town that I live in is like pretty far inland. I'm 20 miles away from the nearest coastline, so I'm obviously not going to get storm surge. And also, like I'm not at a high risk for flooding either. But most importantly, the area I live in is not mountainous. The reason why North Carolina, that part of North Carolina, got flooded so badly is because hurricanes are huge storms that is a bunch of floating moisture, and when it moved, it collided with the mountains, and when that moisture collides with the cool air in the mountains, it's going to turn into water and it's all going to fall. Then it's going to rain extra hard. And it already had been raining in Asheville, North Carolina before the fucking hurricane even arrived. So the ground was too saturated and couldn't absorb any more water, and that's why it flooded so badly. And that's why I'm glad I didn't move up there. And I didn't really think of all that till now. I mean, whenever I thought of a hurricane, I just thought of the storm surge near the coast and everything. I never thought of what it could do, like, up in the mountains and everything like that. And, that was the thing that freaked me out about it, because if I would have been living up in Asheville, North Carolina, and they said, oh, a hurricane's going to come this way, I wouldn't have thought anything of it. I thought it would have just dissipated by then, and I wouldn't be worried about it. I wouldn't think that it would drop so much water and cause fucking landslides and catastrophic flooding. That's why I'm glad I didn't move in with that guy. Well, he's the one who said I couldn't move in with him. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't move in with him, really. But he was the one who said I couldn't move in with him, but I'm not thankful to him because of that, because he was a fucking jerk. I'm pretty sure he actually died in the floodwaters because, if anyone's even looking for him, because, I actually got his first and last name, and, now, obviously I'm not gonna tell you guys his first and last name, but I looked him up online. He actually had a pretty sketchy past. I'll just leave it at that. And I'm not really sure if I couldn't really find whether he was listed as unaccounted for or anything like that, but your guess is as good as mine. Personally, I really don't care, honestly. It would be... This is gonna sound savage as fuck, but it would be pretty interesting if I found out that he actually died, because then that would make 4 of my enemies who got killed by hurricanes. The fucking South Carolina backstabbers who were killed by Hurricane Florence, the stupid guy who tried lunging me off his fucking apartment balcony, who was killed by Hurricane Ian, exactly as he deserved, and then this guy who would have been killed by Hurricane Helene. It wasn't even a fucking hurricane when it... Well, I shouldn't say that. A lot more people died in North Carolina. And those people didn't deserve it. I feel sorry for all of them. It should have hit Alabama instead. I hate Alabama. So would stay if a hurricane hit your area, or would you evacuate? No, Beto Garcia, I wouldn't evacuate where I live. I'm 20 miles away from the ocean. We're not going to get storm surge. Probably we'll get bad winds. I'm not exactly sure how bad they're going to be, but it's expected to stay as a Category 3 as it moves across the peninsula of Florida. You know what? Maybe I should... I don't know how the hell to get out. If I can find a ride out of here, then I probably will. Let me see. How strong are Category 3 hurricane winds? I imagine it would dissipate over land. 110 to 129 mile per hour winds. Ooh, damn. How much damage can 129 mile per hour winds? How much damage can that do to a house? Damage. Oh, well, I'm looking up some pictures of damage from 129 mile per hour winds. It does, the first thing that showed up was, a greenhouse that was destroyed by the 129 mile per hour winds, but I don't live in a fucking greenhouse or a tool shed at all. Well, it kind of is like a tool. Might as well be a fucking tool shed. Worst thing that would happen is, some shot sidings and shit like that would get torn off. But yeah, and I don't live next to like really large trees either. Just a bunch of palm trees. Palm trees don't even fall down, they bend. That's all that they should have, fucking palm trees. They look better than all the other trees, plus they're safer too. God. You know what? That's the thing. I fucking hate trees. Can I ask what's your estimate of your werewolf game movies? What what's that? I don't know what you mean by that question. What's my estimate of my werewolf game movies? I don't understand. I don't understand your question, Strawberry. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood right now. I mean, just stressed out about the hurricane that's coming. I mean, it's just stupid. I mean, I hope it doesn't come anywhere near me, and I hope it doesn't knock any damn power out. Oh, oh, it's okay. It's okay, Strawberry. Sorry if I responded kind of rudely. I'm sorry about that. I was just thinking about all the stupid stuff I was talking about earlier. Um, when is the Ken doll movie coming out? Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea. Just need some water. My blood sugar's still off. I'm taking forever to go down. Yeah, I'm glad you guys stopped by, really. It was getting boring just sitting here, not saying any. I mean, just rambling to myself. How many languages do I speak? All I know is English. I mean, yeah, virtually all I know is English. For some reason, random people on Grinder always think that I know how to speak Spanish. I don't get it at all. I don't know why they always think I know Spanish. They message me. Who the fuck is calling me? I don't have time to talk. I'm doing a live stream. Hold on. Alright, I don't know who that was, but whatever. I didn't. Well, duh, because I didn't look at the name. But you know, that's the thing. Like, and that gets on my nerves too. How people always think that I fucking know Spanish. I don't know fucking Spanish. And, you know, like, guys will message me on Grinder. They'll be like, Aloha, como estás? Estoy bien, I don't know what any of that stuff means. Speak English. All I know is English. And that, I mean, I know how to ask if you know English. I go like habla inglesa or some shit like that. I think that's what it is. And then they say, oh no, I mean, they say, did they say no, only español or something like that. And then I'm like, okay, I don't know Spanish. I'm not going to be wasting my time going back and forth between Google Translate and shit like that because that gets annoying. I mean, I'm only looking for guys who know how to speak English. I mean, it's okay if you know how to speak anything else, as long as you know how to speak English with it. I mean, that's just so annoying. I mean, gosh, back when I was living in fucking Wisconsin, yeah, there were a lot of people who spoke Spanish, but all of them, every single person who spoke Spanish in Wisconsin also knew how to speak English. They knew how to speak English very well. But down here in Florida, it's completely fucking different. They only know Spanish. It's so, oh my god, it's so annoying because it's such a huge inconvenience. I mean, what the hell? How the hell can you live in the USA and not know how to speak English? I mean, that's like me going. Oh, that's like me going to Spain and not knowing Spanish at all and only knowing English. How the fuck would I survive over in Spain if all I knew how to speak was English? I mean, gosh. Or going over to France or Germany and. Well, I'm pretty sure even they know English, actually, now that I think of it. But I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Did you hear that Sims 5 is cancelled and they're adding online mode to Sims 4? They're seriously canceling Sims 5? You gotta be fuck. Okay, all right. As if I didn't need anything to make my. Is it as if I didn't need to hear anything else to make my blood boil? Okay. Let me see if that's really true. I mean, they can't be canceling Sims 5. Sims 4 fucking sucks, and they're canceling Sims 5? That was the last hope they had. You gotta be fucking kidding me. What the hell is Project Rain? Okay, while Project Rain is still in development, EA's vice president, Kate Gorman, has now confirmed to Variety that Sims 5 is not happening. Instead, Sims 4 will continue to receive updates and paid expansions. Yeah, you better, as well as a new base game update. It better be a fucking update to build custom neighborhoods and custom worlds, because that's the only fucking reason why I don't play The Sims 4, because their fucking worlds all suck. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck Project Rain is. I thought that was like a code name for Sims 5, but now I don't even care. Damn, that's stupid. How the fucking hell can they... Oh, God. Oh, whatever. Yeah, that pisses me off that they canceled. They seriously canceled it. Damn. What the hell? Okay, can you not call me daddy? I mean, seriously? Call me your son instead. I don't like it when people call me daddy. It makes me feel old. I mean, I remember back when I was 18 and I was like out with an older guy. I mean, he wasn't really older. They were like in their late 20s, and I would call them daddy. I mean, like, I just don't like being called daddy because it makes me feel old, but they were actually disgusted by it. I mean, it's not that I get disgusted, I just don't like feeling old. Just call me your son instead, really. But yeah, hi. Yeah, but call me your son instead, really. Yeah. I just thought of FetLife for some reason. Like, I remember there was one guy I was talking to on FetLife, and me and him obviously don't talk anymore, because every single guy I talk to always ends up ghosting me. But, he was saying, oh, you're my daddy, and he was, like, in his 50s, and I'm like, dude, I'm not your daddy, I'm your son. Call me your son instead. And he's like, oh, but I like being dominated. I need you to be my daddy so you can dominate me. And I'm like, and a son can't dominate you? I mean, I know of tons of kids who had pushover parents who were bossing them around and everything. I mean, gosh, it makes perfect sense, really. But yeah, just some stuff I'm rambling about. Hi, Clinton. You know what? That is actually something that actually does happen, really. I mean, you do actually see that. You do see, like, parents who, like, let their kids, like, boss them around and everything. Like Veruca Salt from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I mean, that's one controlling kid who's bossing their parents around, their parents who spoil them and everything and do everything for them. That's definitely one example of that. So I don't get the deal with those fucking guys. Well, people on FetLife are fucking stupid. Let me just tell you, FetLife is like the scum of the earth. I honestly think that FetLife should be shut down. I don't know why I'm laughing, because I'm absolutely serious. FetLife is the worst site ever. Ooh, wait a second. I need to rethink that. Yeah, FetLife is really bad, but Blackman's Reign, that's a site that also needs to be shut down. Both of those sites need to be shut down. I remember way back in 2022, I I just had to say the year, didn't I? Yeah, it was 20. Well, that's only been 2 years. What the fuck am I saying? I remember way back in 2022, I was really pissed off because I was dealing with some drama on FetLife and some shit like that, and the stupid mods got involved, the stupid admins or some shit like that. They weren't on my side at all. So I got really pissed off about that because people on FetLife are fucking jerks. It's a bunch of stupid people who are all into fantasy talk and shit like that. They never mean what they're gonna say. They act like they really want to meet me, but then they ditch me and flake on me right away because they're fucking stupid and they need to be in Asheville, North Carolina, so they can be underwater. But you know what? Yeah, they do need to be. I mean, instead of the innocent people who are up there suffering, I mean, I never really talked to anyone on FetLife from Asheville, North Carolina. So, I mean, I only knew that one stupid guy from Asheville, North Carolina. But besides that, FetLife, whenever I go on that site, I just get this really negative vibe. People there are such assholes, and I hate that site. And I honestly think that FetLife needs to be shut down. And I was actually trying to figure out a way I can cast a witchcraft spell, because you guys know I practice witchcraft. I was trying to figure out a way I can cast a I'm going to get to why I'm laughing about that, but I'm absolutely serious. I really wanted to do this. I wanted to cast a witchcraft spell on FetLife so FetLife would get shut down, because I fucking hate FetLife, and it's a stupid site that needs to be shut down, because FetLife fucking sucks and does not deserve to exist. I want FetLife to be shut down because the people on there are stuck up. I mean, you know how many fucking bastards I had on FetLife bash me because of my bandana? I mean, that's just one example. They would bash me because of my bandana and tell me how stupid I look in my bandana. And it was mainly a bunch of backroads, redneck, inbred, hillbilly idiots from the state of Alabama. That's why I hate Alabama so much. I remember I was posting, I don't need to go back to Alabama. I already did everything in Alabama that I wanted to do. The only fucking reason why I wanted to go to Alabama was, well, there were a couple of reasons why I wanted to go there, but I got this all done. One, to see the Battle House Tower in Mobile, Alabama. It was my adoptive dad that brought me there, and another stranger brought me back there a while after. Another reason was to film a video about where the 2011 Hackleburg, Alabama tornado went. And I already got that done. I mean, I went, like, a bunch of strangers brought me back there multiple times. I mean, not all at once. I mean, one by one they did. And, yeah, but, you know, people in Alabama are not nice. I understand why that fucking place gets ravaged by tornadoes on a regular basis. And another thing, why are guys in Alabama so goddamn rude and so goddamn ugly? Not only are they mean, but they're also fucking hideous. Like, I remember one stupid guy I talked to from Alabama from FetLife. He looked like one of the fucking monsters from the Wrong Turn movies. He replied to my damn ad on FetLife, because I was posting on FetLife that I was looking for someone to send me a bus ticket to Alabama so I could come visit them. Really, because I wanted them to drive me around all the places that were hit by the 2011 Hackleburg tornado. I never found that. Everyone who brought me to Alabama was from outside the state of Alabama. None of them were local to Alabama. But, of course they weren't. But, like, I told him, like, he says, this stupid inbred idiot tells me, oh, well, the next time you're in Alabama, you should hit me up then. And I'm like, dude, why don't you just send me a bus ticket to Alabama, then I can come visit you. And he says, oh, well, I just wanted to hook up so we could fuck. I did not say or insinuate that I would send you a bus ticket to visit me in Alabama because I'm a redneck, hillbilly, inbred idiot who looks like Three Fingers from the Wrong Turn. But you know, he is a redneck hillbilly idiot. I remember when I was talking to one of my friends on Discord, and I copied and pasted his picture, and I copied and pasted his picture and I sent it to her, and I was in a bad mood because like he popped in my mind, and I asked her how many generations of inbreeding do you think it took for this pathetic excuse for a human to come into existence? And I'm sorry, I need to geek out. She actually told me. I'm sorry. She actually told me, "Oh, he doesn't really look inbred. It looks more like he did like a couple lines of meth or cocaine or something and got himself fucked up on that." And then I started thinking about that, and I was like, you know what? You're actually right. That's actually another possibility. I know people up in Alabama. I know they're all fucking meth heads. They all look like fucking meth heads. All those stupid men on FetLife, and a lot of them don't even have profile pictures, and the ones that do are ugly as hell. They're all scrawny, worn out. They look like fucking Walking Dead. They either look like fucking Walking Dead zombies or fucking monsters from the Wrong Turn movies. I hate Alabama. I really wish that Hurricane Helene, I wish it would have flooded out Alabama instead. Did the USA a favor. That place needs to be wiped off the face of the earth. I now understand why God sends these huge F5 tornadoes to destroy Alabama on a regular basis. But obviously, he's not sending them enough, really, because there's so many dipshits in Alabama. Oh, I hate Alabama. Mississippi is a nicer place, but Alabama needs to go. Mississippi can stay. I like Mississippi. People in Mississippi are nice. But Alabama, I hate it. Let me read the comments. Hold on. I'm sorry. I just had to do that ramble. Oh, yeah. Steve, yeah, we did meet on FetLife. But you're not from Alabama. You're not from Alabama. Yeah, you're not from Alabama. Have I ever played BitLife? No, I never played BitLife before. Hi, Indy Daniel. I'm doing good. I love your redneck roasting accent. Well, it's true. I mean, the people from Alabama are all brain dead because they're all inbred hillbillies who get killed by tornadoes on a regular basis, but obviously not often enough because we're all walking the streets of brain dead hillbillies up in Alabama looking like some monsters from the Wrong Turn films. Because we're all stupid and miserable, grumpy old bitches and ugly as hell. Some of our teeth are missing. We have these, like, really scrawny faces. I mean, I don't have a scrawny face at all. I mean, I actually have a chubby face. As much as I hate to point... I really wish I didn't point that out. Damn it, I did point that out. But, you know, I used to be, like, really insecure about having a chubby face, really, until I read online that having a chubby face actually makes you look younger. When I read that, I didn't feel insecure about it. Yeah, but like this fucking hillbilly, this fucking hillbilly idiot from Alabama who told me that he couldn't send me a bus ticket up to Alabama. He had this real scrawny ass face, and he was actually skinnier than I am. Oh yeah, he was skinnier than I am. You know, if he's skinnier than I am, he looks like pure death. He looked like he did look like a fucking reanimated corpse. He looked like a fucking inbred, reanimated corpse. You know what? Okay, trigger warning, but if I... This is gonna be savage as hell. Okay, this is a trigger warning to people with eating disorders, but if anyone ever decides to go bulimic, you know how the bulimic people, they stick their fingers down their throats to make themselves throw up? I have good news. They wouldn't need to do that. All they need to do is just look at a picture of this ugly ass idiot from Alabama. Anyone who looks at him will want to throw up. I mean, I sure as hell would. He looks like fucking Three Fingers from Wrong Turn. And you know, it's actually really sad that me and him didn't get along with each other because I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a freak and I like ugly guys. But I didn't hate him because he was ugly. I didn't hate him because he was ugly on the outside. I hated this redneck bastard because he was ugly and stupid on the inside. Oh God. I don't even want to know what his fucking insides look like. Jeez. I mean, I'm pretty sure some of you guys seen the movie Scream. You know when the killer calls the girl and says, I want to see what your insides look like. I mean, I would be like, oh, no, I don't want to see what that bastard's insides look like. I mean, his outsides are ugly enough. Don't even want to see what the insides look like. But gosh. Yeah, just a bunch of stupid, crazy inbred hillbillies. I mean, like, I even posted a screenshot of one of my, of some of the hate mail I was getting on FetLife, because I was, like, I posted an ad on this one Alabama group on FetLife, and another stupid redneck hillbilly. I mean, hell, there ain't no shortage of stupid redneck hillbillies on FitLife, I can tell you that. No shortage of stupid redneck hillbillies from Alabama, I can definitely tell you that. He replied to my ad on FitLife, and he told me, oh, Joe Winko, you've been looking for someone to take you to Alabama for years. Maybe if you took off that stupid red pointer hat that you wear on your head, you'd be able to find someone. You keep wearing that hat, and I understand it's your trademark, but no one's gonna take you seriously with you wearing that stupid red pointer hat. That's literally what this fucking inbred redneck hillbilly idiot typed to me. And you know what? I didn't even know how he fucking sounded when he talked, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what that backroads hillbilly sounds like when he talks. And I replied to him and I told him, I'm sorry, I need to geek out. I needed to geek out at that. I replied back to him and I told him, dude, you're telling me that no one's gonna take me seriously with wearing my red pointy hat? You probably sound like a fucking dumbass when you talk with a negative IQ. I mean, and you probably look like... He didn't have a fucking profile picture, so I know he was ugly as shit. You probably look like one of the villains from the Wrong Turn movies. You probably are too ugly to play one of the damn villains from the Wrong Turn movies. I mean, I wouldn't touch you with a 45-foot pole unless I was in a really freaky mood and wanted to get it on with a monster. And as much as I hate to admit it, sometimes I do kind of fantasize about that. But you know, his problem is that he's stupid and ugly on the inside. I mean, for me, you can be as ugly as you want from the outside, but when you're ugly on the inside, that's when we have a problem, really. Good goddamn. Am I a blood? No, I'm not a blood. No, I'm not a blood. Of course I'm not a blood. I'm a gay autistic outcast living in redneck hillbilly Florida. And you know what? I better be careful because, like, a lot of my neighbors talk like this. I mean, hell, some of them look like they're from Alabama. God. It must suck when women message you and try to hook up with you. That doesn't happen on FetLife. You know what? Actually, that really never happens at all, actually. Girls really don't message me and try to hook up with me at all. I mean, I get fan mail from my female fans, but they never try to hook up with me. They're actually really cool and really nice. I was, I was just laughing because I was thinking, you know what? Guys from Alabama, they really are assholes. And you know, I even have a fucking poll on my YouTube channel. You know how you can have like polls on your YouTube channel? Um, okay. Let me see. Let me see what the results were. Okay. Yeah, this is what I typed. Why do you think all the men in the state of Alabama are so why do you Okay, I'm going to try not to talk in the accent. God, I don't want to get in the habit of talking in that accent. Gosh. Why do you think all the men in the state of Alabama are so goddamn ugly and so goddamn mean slash rude? And here are the options. Okay, 10% of people voted toxic chemicals in the state's drinking water. 80% of people voted multiple generations of inbreeding. Yeah, that checks out. And 10% and 10% voted meth epidemic. I was gonna add a fourth option that says all of the above, but I just didn't want people to all vote for that. I wanted to add like individuality between them. Didn't want to have an all of the above option. But yeah, they look like God, the fucking idiots I talked to on FetLife from Alabama. They all looked like the result of at least 6 or 7 generations of inbreeding. Oh, God, just thinking about them. I mean, well, if you ever decide to go bulimic, you don't have to stick your fingers down your throat. You just look at pictures of them and you'll throw up on your own. God, I lost my appetite just from thinking about them. And you know, the thing that sucks is I'm actually diabetic and my blood sugar has been going low. And when my blood sugar goes low, I need to eat food. And God, I don't want to eat food thinking about these ugly guys from Alabama. Oh man, so goddamn ugly. Do you ever think about what your life would be like if you were a lesbian female? Actually, I do. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with being a gay male, really. I'd rather be a gay male. I wouldn't really want to be a... Well, I already did a whole episode of Joe Winko Talk, why I would never want to be a woman at all. Like, no offense to women at all. I mean, and another thing I need to throw in, the women of Alabama, I have nothing against them at all. I mean, I'm not into women at all, but I remember that one video I did in front of the Welcome to Alabama sign that you see uploaded on YouTube of me rambling about how ugly and mean the men in Alabama are. There was actually one woman who was listening to me while I was recording that video, and she was asking me, she was actually really cool. I liked her. She was like, "Oh, are you a famous YouTuber?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am." And she's like, "Oh, well, you're definitely right about the guys in Alabama. They definitely are ugly and they definitely are rude." And we both started laughing when she told me that. Yeah. The women are nice. I mean, at least from what I've seen, the women are nice. It's the men in Alabama who are the assholes, really. And it's the men in Alabama who are fucking hideous. I mean, gosh. Oh, God. The guy really did look like fucking Three Fingers from the Wrong Turn movies. I actually have a damn picture of him. I mean, if you follow me on Twitter... I actually did share it on Twitter. If you guys follow me on Twitter... I need to share it on Twitter again. He does look like Three Fingers from Wrong Turn. God. And he thinks he's hot. I paged through his fucking pictures on FetLife. And he looks like a backwoods hillbilly. I mean, gosh. He is a What the fuck am I saying? He is a backwoods hillbilly. God. Pisses me off, too, because he's stupid. If you could stay or move to any state, where would you move? I mean, I think I would most likely stay... That's a difficult one. I'm stuck between Florida and California. I mean, I don't really want to move out to California unless you find me a place that has, like, no trees but isn't in the desert. Like, just grasslands in California but doesn't get any snow at all. For some reason, but still has some palm trees here and there. but no other trees besides those, and just grasslands, but isn't in the desert. For some strange reason, I'm imagining that that would be really difficult to find in California. That combination, no snow, just grassland, no trees, but not the desert, and access to water. That's another reason why I'm hesitant on moving to California. I mean, like, I was talking to my adoptive dad. Me and my adoptive dad and I have gotten closer. The only reason why I didn't really want to live on the West Coast at first is because there was so much stuff on the eastern side of the USA that I wanted to visit and do first. But, nowadays, however, I got all that stuff done, just haven't finished editing the damn videos yet. Santa Cruz, California, is that a safe place? Isn't it, like, really expensive out there? California is, like, super expensive. That's another thing, too. You would think that it wouldn't be, because so many people are moving away. There's also that fucking Lake Pyro. You know what, that's another thing. Lake Pyro is absolutely terrifying. That lake scares the hell out of me. Whenever I look at pictures of that lake, let me look it up right now. Or no, it's Lake Piru? What the fuck do they call it? It's Piru. Oh my god, someone actually lit it on fire? Well, I mean, yeah. You can't get rid of a lake by lighting it on fire. Gosh, I mean, they just lit the trees on fire. That lake is so fucking creepy. I mean, God, I get creeped out just by looking at pictures of it. That's the lake that Naya Rivera drowned in. I felt really sorry for her. I felt really sorry for, oh. Oh, it's safe? I mean, well, if safe in California, safe in California and affordable. Well, when it comes to affordable and safe, you can't really, I don't think those go together in California, safe and affordable, but yeah, like, if I somehow was able to find my way over there and move over there, and have my adoptive parents send me over there, yeah. Well, actually, they were thinking about sending me. My adoptive dad was talking about that, but I can't really take my adoptive dad seriously all the time. He was, like, mentioning, like, sending me out to California. Like, if I really wanted to go out there. And that would be nice. It'd be fucking better if they had the damn Amtrak Sunset Limited train route built, so I could just get on a fucking train out to California instead, because I sure as hell do not want to ride a Greyhound bus there, and you all know that I don't want to fly there either. There's also Eureka, California, and it's the cheapest and safest place and has lots of gay men there. Yeah, but all the gay men are probably really stuck up and snobby. Well, wait a second. No, not necessarily if it's a cheap place. Yeah, rich gay guys are usually, like, really stuck up and snobby, honestly. And that's the thing. Because then they suddenly think they're hot shit just because they have money, even though they have rotten personalities, and they still end up by themselves because they're so bitchy and mean. I'm only bitchy and mean to people who deserve it, honestly. Like the backwoods hillbillies in Alabama. You think that I go around hating people who talk like this for no reason just because they talk like this? Oh, hell no. They did something mean or stupid to me first. That's why I hate all them. That's why I write all them in my death curse book. Like that fucking idiot from FitLife who was insulting me about my bandana, even though he's a brain-dead hillbilly idiot who literally talks like this because he can't figure out how to talk like a normal American. He just talks like a regular dumbass instead. God. Oh, God. Oh, it's just disgusting. Pathetic excuses for humans. And people wonder why my self-esteem is so... I know I'm not... By no means am I perfect. I know for a fact by no. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I even have to geek out at that. Of course, I'm not fucking perfect. I can be an asshole sometimes, but I mean, most of the time it's warranted. At least, I mean, if you knew how mean these backwoods hillbilly idiots can get in the state of Alabama, and remember, I'm talking about the state of Alabama. Not everybody who talks like this is an asshole. Trust me, I have plenty of friends who talk like this who are actually nice. But in Alabama, they are so goddamn stupid. Alabama and Louisiana. I hate Louisiana. Oh god, that's another place. I don't even think that much of that place. But yeah, I hate Louisiana. I don't like Texas either. People there are jerks. I mean, well, mainly just around Houston, but they're not even redneck hillbillies. They're all a bunch of like fucking Midwestern transplants. Yeah, they are. They are a bunch of miserable Midwestern transplants. And here I am. I'm a fucking Midwestern transplant. God. But yeah, I mean, I only hate when people throw the first punch. That's the thing. I mean, then yeah. Actually, surprisingly, drugs and cigarettes and vapes are banned there, and there's not very many homeless people. Are you talking about California? They banned cigarettes out in Eureka, California? I sure as hell know you ain't talking about you're bringing out the you're bringing out the southern to me. I sure as hell know that you're not talking about Alabama banning cigarettes. God. Yeah, California, I can definitely see that. You can't even have like plastic bags in California, which does get kind of annoying really, but I understand it. They're worried about the environment, so yeah. I like California. It's nice. I mean, like they need to do some stuff about the laws there, like the stores being allowed to be looted if it's under $1,000. I think that's kind of messed up, really. Yeah. I weird how they ban drugs and cigarettes, but well, you know what? Probably in certain places, like they are strict on the people looting the stores. They need to do that everywhere. I mean, God, that's just creating trouble, and that's just gonna draw in criminals. I wouldn't want to live in a place where criminals are allowed to loot a store if they steal under $1,000. That's just fucked up, really. Even though it's like, well, I mean, in all fairness, even though it's just like major corporations and shit like that, if it was mom and pop stores they were stealing from, that would be fucked up on an extreme level. But if it's like a major corporation, I mean, well, I mean, I take that back actually, because there's like minimum wage workers there. I'm pretty sure it goes out of their like paycheck when someone steals and everything. So, I mean, that's not right at all either. I mean, gosh. I mean, what the fucking hell? I don't know why they have that law in Alabama. I mean, theft should stay illegal. Really. I mean, gosh. If you really wanted to, no, I would not want to live in a fucking desert. I mean, I understand why Las Vegas would be an interesting place to live. I mean, I wasn't too thrilled with it when I went, but I'm not, you know what, I take that back. I mean, it was cool. I did some videos there that I still need to edit and post. I'm gonna be posting bits and pieces of them, but I liked Las Vegas. I mean, really because the guy who brought me there looked a lot like Dr. Fauci. I mean, I didn't know about Dr. Fauci back then because this is before the pandemic, but when the pandemic started and I started seeing Dr. Fauci on the news, I was like, oh, that looks like the guy who brought me to California. Except the guy who brought me to California was much younger than Dr. Fauci. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like he was like in his 20s or 30s or anything. He was older than that. But I'm pretty sure he wasn't 80 years old. I mean, gosh. But yeah. Yeah, he did look like Dr. Fauci. That made me want to go back to California and see him again because he looked like Dr. Fauci, and I started thinking about Dr. Fauci a lot. I even have a Dr. Fauci action figure. But yeah, I like Dr. Fauci. I had some pretty intrusive thoughts about Dr. Fauci. I mean, he's a nice old man. You know how I am with old men. I like my fruit extra ripe, really. But I'm sorry. I have to be honest about that. In case there's an old man watching this live stream, I have to be honest about that. Yeah. I'm not sure if there actually is, but whatever. Would you ever want to go to Alaska? I'm not exactly sure, honestly. I mean, Alaska. Not too thrilled with that place. Maybe. Not too thrilled with that place. I mean, like, if I got the opportunity to and had no better place to go, then I would, but yeah. Wonder where this fucking hurricane is right now. I mean, I really. As much as I was actually thinking about this. I mean, this is gonna sound savage and evil as fuck and kind of crazy, but those of you guys who know me well enough wouldn't be surprised by this. I was actually thinking about how this hurricane is gonna strike Tampa Bay, and I was thinking, is there anyone over in Pinellas County who I hate with a passion who deserves to have, like, their home washed away and deserves to be washed away by floodwaters to a watery death? And I was for certain that I would be able to think of at least one person because, I mean, gosh. I mean, yeah, I mean, God, you think that I would be able to, those of you who know me well enough. I was for certain that I would be able to think of one person who deserves to get washed away by floodwaters in Pinellas County, Florida. But the more I tried thinking of that, the more I started thinking about the people who don't deserve to be washed away by floodwaters in Pinellas County, Florida. And I was thinking about and I haven't seen these people in so long. They probably don't know what the hell happened to me. The nice people who used to work at the Walmart that I lived by. They were really cool. And the girls I used to see who worked at Speedway. And there are I know there's more. But those were all the nice people in Pinellas County. I don't want any of them to get their homes destroyed by the storm surge. And the more I started thinking about that, the more sadder I got. And eventually I just didn't even think about any. I can't even think about any of the bad people in Pinellas County. I just think about all the people who don't deserve it. Why can't my mind always work like that? Did my fucking stream freeze? Did my fucking stream freeze? Hold on one second. Did my fucking stream? Oh no, it's still working. My bad. You should visit Wyoming. It's mostly grassland and it's a place you would. Seriously, Beto? No, I would not want to live in. I would not want to live in Wyoming. It gets way too cold up there. I can't live in Wyoming. I mean, it was it was like the place where Brokeback Mountain takes place at. Yeah, I mean, was that Wyoming? I think that was Wyoming, Brokeback Mountain. Yeah, a place like Brokeback Mountain. I would love to go to Brokeback Mountain. That'd be nice. I mean, just go to a camp with a really nice man. He doesn't have to be handsome at all, because as I said, I'm a freak who likes ugly guys, just as long as he's not ugly on the inside. But just like a camp with just me and one really nice man in his 40s, 50s, or 60s, or a really nice man who looks like he's in his 40s, 50s, or 60s or older. I mean, he can be younger than that, just as long as he looks old, and just as long as he's 18 or older, but he looks like he's in his 40s, 50s, or 60s, like Daniel Larson. I'm sorry, I had to make that joke. I mean, if he grows a beard, he'll be fine enough. But if he has like premature aging and a dad bod, even better, really. I mean, if we're up in Wyoming, up in the mountains, he has to keep me warm when the cold front moves in. So yeah, I mean, that's why he has to have the dad bod, and just me and him, like in a romantic, like up in the mountains. And I have no idea what we would do up there besides, well, I mean, besides like, besides constant sexual activity. I have no idea what else we would do up there. Well, we'd probably film a bunch of videos too. God damn. Yeah, but that kind of ties into the whole sexual activity thing, but yeah. I have no idea what else we would do up there. I mean, unless they have well, you know what, well, if there's a cell phone tower nearby, then you can get Wi-Fi. You know what, that would be really cool. Then I could probably work on my sim videos while I'm up there. That would be really... I'm pretty sure there are places like that, because they're starting to build cell phone towers everywhere. I actually like cell phone towers. I think they look really cool. I don't know why people are so against them. I mean, like, where I live in Florida, the cell phone signal, because I'm in the backwoods, redneck, hillbilly parts of Volusia County, Florida, the signal ain't good out here because the fucking Trump supporters are scared of the cell phone towers because they produce 5G, and they think that the cell phone towers are the Chinese trying to spy on us, and that the 5G is what caused coronavirus. But if they just get a gallon of bleach and pour it up their ass crack, they'll be safe from the coronavirus. But nowadays, I think the coronavirus is fake. So I don't know why the fuck they're so afraid of the damn cell phone towers and shit like that, but I'm pretty sure those idiots don't even know what a fucking cell phone tower is for, do not even fucking know that a cell phone tower is what gives you better signal on your fucking cell phone so you don't have fucking calls that are getting dropped. God damn it. It's so stupid how people are so against that. I mean, I like the cell phone towers. I think they're cool. We definitely need more of them. And you know, another stupid, ironic thing is in Mobile, Alabama, or Mobile, Alabama. I thought it was called Mobile, Alabama, because that's how I thought it was, and I thought Mobile, Alabama was like a town where people are texting on their cell phones all day and shit like that. But ironically, in Mobile, Alabama, you don't see people texting on the cell phones very often because the cell phone signal in Mobile, Alabama, literally sucks ass. I remember when my adoptive dad was driving me through Mobile, Alabama. We kept losing signal on a cell phone, on our GPS and shit like that over and over again. And I was just like, what the fucking hell? This is Mobile, Alabama. We're supposed to have superior signal here. But the only reason why I was fucking thinking that is because my damn autism was associating the town Mobile, Alabama with cell phones and shit like that. But does anyone in Mobile, Alabama even know how to use a fucking cell phone? Or do they even know what a fucking cell phone is? Because, like, they're too used to their 1955... Hell no, way before that. They're not... because... I'm sorry. Okay. Because they're so used to their 19... What year? Not 1950s. It has to be older than that. Because they're so used to their 1918 technology that they never branched out to. That's why they're so damn afraid of the cell phone towers. And they don't know what the cell phone towers... and they're scared to take the coronavirus vaccines. That's why there's so many damn variants going. That's why there's so many fucking variants going around, and that's why I have to get a new one every... let's not get into that. God. I mean, I'm... this live stream is controversial enough. Jeez. God. If you wanted to, I would drive you up here to Washington, and it's warmer here. That would be awesome, Beto Garcia. I would love to, actually. Yeah, we actually talked about that. The Oregon Trail. Yeah, we could do that together. I could record it on my dash cam, too. I wonder how many redneck hillbillies you meet out there. Beto Garcia, how often do you hear someone in Washington talking in this accent? Just curious. No offense to anyone watching this live stream who talks like this. I mean, it's really just the people in Alabama and Louisiana and Texas who are the stupid ones. If you don't live in any of those states, you're fine. People in Mississippi are nice. People in Arkansas are nice. People in Oklahoma... Oh, wait a second. No, I take that back. Oklahoma is full of idiots. I hate Oklahoma. No, I like Oklahoma, but, I mean, when it comes to FetLife, the people there are fucking stupid. And when it comes to Facebook, the people there are fucking stupid. I remember I was talking to one stupid guy from, on Facebook who lived in Oklahoma, and he was telling me how handsome I looked in my pictures, and telling me that he wants to meet me, telling me he wants to become my lover and shit like that. Stuff that's actually possible, really, because I would love a fucking reason to not use Grindr anymore. I mean, I just told him, why don't you just send me a bus ticket to Oklahoma and I can come visit you? And then for some stupid reason, he thought I was a fake person and that I was a scammer. And then he's like, oh, I ain't gonna send you a bus ticket here. You gotta get out here by yourself. And he said, like, I ain't gonna have a scammer. I ain't gonna give anything to a scammer. And I'm like, dude, what the fucking hell am I going to do with a bus ticket to Oklahoma besides come out and visit? God damn it. I'm starting to talk in that. I'm trying to not get in the habit of talking in that accent. I'm trying to keep my Midwestern accent. What I was saying was, dude, what the fucking hell am I going to do with a bus ticket to Oklahoma besides come out and visit you? I don't know why so many guys are stupid enough to believe this. When someone gets me a bus ticket, I cannot trade that in for anything else. I can't trade that in for any money or value. I can't scalp it at all. I mean, I never in my fucking life heard of a bus ticket scalper. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. But, yeah, I can't trade that in for anything of value. I'm not asking you for money. I'm asking you for a fucking bus ticket. Same with the train tickets. I can't trade those in for anything of value either. And it's so goddamn stupid how when I ask someone for a bus ticket for me to come visit, they think I'm a scammer or some shit like that. How the fucking hell am I a scammer? I want to come visit you. We're going to be together the whole entire fucking time. What is so difficult to understand about that? I mean, yeah, fucking Philippine idiots from the fucking Philippines convincing people to scam each other and some shit like that. But I mean, I know I have a Filipino look to me, but I don't live in the fucking Philippines. I live in Florida. Do I sound like someone from the fucking Philippines? I know they have some kind of accent, but what kind of accent do the people in the Philippines have? Is it an accent like this or something? And yeah, yeah, you can't call me racist for that because I actually am brown. Thank you very much. Just like the people from the Philippines, I actually am part Islander too. I'm part Hawaiian, just like the people in the Philippines. I mean, what is it? Polynesian or some shit like that? Is that what they refer to us as? I guess so. So yeah, but yeah. Filipino guys are actually really cute. Well, duh, we're really cute. I mean, I remember when I was in San Francisco, there was one guy from the Philippines who was watching me do my video, and he was really cute. And, like, he was smiling at me and everything. Dr. Fauci was like, "Oh, that Filipino boy wanted you. I saw desire in his eyes when he looked at you. He wanted you to take you home with him." And I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, yeah." He was nice. I liked him. And he wasn't a boy. He was like in his 20s, his late 20s. I was in my early 20s at the time, so yeah. It's very few people that actually have accent, mostly like Californian accents up here. Indonesian guys are hot too. Yeah, they are. I like the Islanders. I think they're nice. I mean, the only reason why I would get mad when a Filipino guy adds me on Facebook, and wants to talk to me and everything, the only reason why I would get mad is because like they're so far away and we have no way of meeting. I mean, if the Philippines were like as close to Florida as the Bahamas were, it would be a different story, really. I mean, because, like, that's not very far away. I could easily go to the Bahamas, but all the way in the Philippines, that's literally on the other fucking side of the world because the fucking Pacific Ocean is so huge. I mean, gosh. And plus, I'm scared to fly on airplanes. Gosh. And people always bash me for being afraid to fly on airplanes, but whatever. I mean, going on road trips is so much funner, honestly. They do need a they do need to expand the Amtrak train route. Train routes. I will definitely say that. No offense, Joe, but it's kind of funny that you don't say the N word in videos or streams, though you're African American. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, even though I can say that word, I mean, I just think it's hurtful, really. I mean, don't feel like dropping it too often. I mean, I did say it a couple times in Onryo. I mean, it's always the light-skinned niggas that are the crazy ones. Yeah, you know I heard that one before. You know I heard guys say that about me before. It's always been other black guys who say that about me. Even though it is true. It is absolutely true. I definitely, it is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. We are the crazy ones. 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 And we are the crazy ones. In case you guys haven't noticed yet. I gotta do these streams more often, really. Yeah, but I just been feeling out of it these past few days. I mean, I don't know what the fuck is going on, really. I mean, my sleep schedule has been weird. I guess it's like some effects from the damn hurricanes that have been blowing over me. Not the way I like being blown to, as you guys all know. But I think it's like the damn effects from the hurricanes that's been. You know, I had to make a joke about that. I mean, it's really just the. It's really the damn hurricanes, really. Yeah, I love Mexican guys. I mean, I love all men. What the hell am I saying? It's what's on the inside that counts. I mean, even if a guy is like really ugly, even if one of them stupid idiots from Alabama. I mean, and you know, another thing that people don't understand is that I'm actually a pretty forgiving person. Like if a stupid idiot from Fit Life from Alabama actually one day thought about me and thought that he was being and realized and was finally like grew a couple brain cells and was smart enough to finally realize that he was being a colossal jerk towards me and insulting me and shit like that, and he decided to reach back out to me and apologize for being a fucking jerk and said, Joe, I'm sorry for being such a stupid. a st- I can't say that. I can't say that. Joe, I'm sorry for being such a stupid jerk to you. And it's like, I'm sorry, I like your bandana. If you think it's your trademark, you should wear your trademark. And I want to be your lover, and I want to be your partner. I want to drive you all over Alabama, and let's have a good time together. I'll send you a bus ticket so you can come visit. You honestly think I would say no to that? I would be like, oh yeah, sure. And I would have to tear them out of my death curse book really fast, because I would be like, okay, alright, this person finally decided to not be an asshole. Let me tear them out of my death curse book. Hope a tornado doesn't kill them at all. So, that's always a good feeling, really, to rip someone out of my death curse book. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not fun hating people, really. But you have to realize, when I hate someone, it's for a reason. And people always tell me to forgive. No, I don't forgive. Yeah, I get over stuff, but I don't forgive. Unless the person asks for it. Unless the person who wrongs me asks for it. And a person apologizing, that definitely is a person asking for forgiveness. And I'll be like, yeah, okay, alright. And then eventually I'll forget about the bad thing they did. I mean, well, it will still be in the back of my mind, but the further in the back of my mind, the more nice stuff they do for me. But yeah. Would you ever visit Puerto Rico or the Virgin Islands since they're United States territories? Yeah, if there's a boat that can take me there. I mean, I sure as hell won't get on a plane. I don't want to end up like Alea. I mean, it's so sad what happened to her. I'm not sure why they were flying the queen of R&B on a fucking crop duster being flown by a damn crackhead. How the fucking hell did they get away with that? That poor girl deserves so much better. I wanted to visit her grave up in New York. I felt really sorry for her. That is really fucking sad. That is really sad. It pisses me off thinking about that. Gosh. She was only 22. And I was even listening to that song by her today, Rock the Boat by Alea. I love that song. And you know, it's just so sad watching that. And she's so happy, alive, and dancing and everything, and then she dies in that fucking plane crash. You know, it's really not fair how good people like that, like Alea, like Naya Rivera, who drowned in that scary ass lake. That was really sad what happened to Naya Rivera. Like Naya Rivera is dead, Alea is dead, but these fucking idiots from Alabama on FetLife, well, I don't know this for sure, but I'm assuming they're still alive. Waste of oxygens, all they are. I mean, can we just I wish it was possible to just trade in one of those idiots and bring back Alea, trade in another one of those idiots and bring back Naya, trade in another one of those idiots, bring back my biological uncle, trade in another one of those idiots. God damn. You know what? With all the names I wrote into my death curse book, I actually once had a dream that I was visited by the angel of death, and the angel of death told me that for each person I write in my death curse, and this was obviously a dream. I know it wasn't the real angel of death, and I know this isn't possible. I wish it fucking was, because the world would be such a better place if it was. The angel of death told me for each name I write in my death curse book, I'm able to resurrect one person who already died, like trade them in, like say that there's an asshole guy who pisses me off, I write him in the death curse book, he dies, I'm able to bring back another guy back to life who was nicer, or bring back a nicer person back to life. You know, if that was actually possible, I actually looked up how many graves I visited. I would say roughly 100. That's how many videos I did on people's graves, of me leaving flowers on people's graves in memory of them. They're all people I felt sorry for. If I was able to resurrect one person for each person I wrote in my death curse book, I would be able to resurrect every single grave I visited. I would be able to resurrect them 3 to 4 times, because there's about 500 people I wrote in my death curse book since 2021. But you guys, well, in my death curse books, because I keep running out of fucking space, and I keep having to ask my grandma to get me a new one. But, you guys have to realize, I mean, I spend so much time online, and I run into so many idiots online who piss me off, and I just write them in the death curse book, because, you know, people online who go out of their way to be assholes, really, I mean, I don't go out of my way to be an asshole. I just worry about myself, really. I mean, but when someone just comes out of the blue and starts bashing me and criticizing me, and, I mean, criticism, you really should only give criticism if it's constructive. I mean, if you're just being a fucking jerk, bashing someone for this, bashing someone for that, you're just being a fucking jerk, and that's your only motive. You're not trying to build that person up or help them with anything, and you absolutely deserve to be written in the death curse book. I'm pretty sure, I know there's at least one person listening. I mean, whether it's live or whether it's going to be in an archive, I know for a fact there's at least one person who agrees with me on that. I know for a fact there is at least one person who agrees with me on that. I know for a fact there is at least one person who agrees with me on that. I know for a fact there is at least one person who agrees with me on that. I know for a fact there is at least one person who agrees with me on that. I know for a fact there is at least one person who agrees with me on that. I'm just watching what I just did there. I mean, my eyes look really crazy in that shot. That was a good one. Gosh. Hi, Cosmic Tears. How are you? Alright, would I ever want to visit other countries outside the USA, like Canada or Ireland? I used to live in Canada, actually. I mean, like the British Columbia, the western side of Canada. It was nice, really. I mean, like, I moved back, though, because, like, some really tragic stuff happened out there. I don't really want to get into that. I mean, that was sad, but, yeah. Yeah, the High Cosmic Tears. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be live streaming for. I'm already at, like, Oh, hi, James reacts to everyone's finally everyone's finally showing up. Awesome. Well, I mean, like, I know, I mean, I know other people were here. I mean, yeah. But, I'm good. Just got back home from buying groceries. Buying groceries? Do you live in Europe? Cosmic Tears? You don't live in the USA, do you? I mean, I was just saying, because, like, it's like 2 a.m. where I live. I live in Florida. Well, I mean, they do have the 24-hour Walmarts. I just remembered that. Yeah, but ever since the pandemic happened, they don't have them open for... A lot of them aren't open for 24 hours anymore. Just thought of that again, too. Oh, you don't live in... Oh, you live in the USA. Oh. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Probably lucky enough to... Oh, you must live, like, out west. Okay, yeah. Must be lucky enough to have, like, a 24-hour Walmart. I wish we had those again. I don't know, like, well, they closed all of them during COVID. I liked going to the 24-hour Walmarts. It was nice. I mean, going at night, like, because my sleeping schedule was always weird. I would just ride my bike down to the Walmart because I used to live right by it when I lived over in Clearwater. And then I would get some snacks, and yeah, and then I'd see the people at 1 a.m. And they were all cool. I liked them. They all knew who I was. I miss those days. I mean, I never wanted to live in Clearwater or spend the rest of my life living in Clearwater. Every single time it would go to August, September, or October, I would get worried about hurricanes. I'm talking about that place like I lived there for an extremely long time, but I didn't really live there for that long, really. I mean, I just wanted to be in Florida where it's warm and sunny. It's warm and sunny in this part of Florida I'm living in now, but not quite as warm as it was in Clearwater. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, well, actually, what the fuck am I saying? It gets really hot here. Each year it gets hotter and hotter. God damn, don't even get me started. Like, I used to not have the air conditioning off at all, but then the year after that, I had to have it on more often. The year after that, I had to have it on even more often than before. The year after that, I had to have it even more. I mean, I had to have, well, that would be now. I nearly have to keep it on like almost all the time, otherwise I feel like I'm dying. I'm usually able to take the heat very well because I'm part Islander and I'm part black also because I'm mixed with Jamaican, Haitian, Kenyan, and Egyptian. But damn, that heat was like getting to me. Usually people who are black are able to take the heat very well, or gosh, used to think I was able to, but damn. And also, I'm really scrawny and really skinny. That's another thing. I mean, I need to weigh myself again. Last time I weighed myself, I was 6'3" and like 140 something pounds, 141, 142 pounds. Yeah. Yeah, it's like so. It was like getting so hot, and damn. God. Like, and, I was out of it. I mean, that's the reason why I can't really sleep right, because I try to leave the air conditioning off as much as I can, because I don't want to bring up because I don't want to, like, have the electricity bill too high, otherwise my adoptive parents will get mad about it. But, like when I turn off the air conditioning and I go to bed, usually I sleep during the daytime. My my electric, I mean, like, I'll go to sleep during the daytime, and then when I wake up, I'm like feeling I don't sleep for very long because it gets really hot and I start feeling miserable and it wakes me up. God damn. That I totally did not notice how miserable I feel for those few seconds when I wake up in extreme heat. I feel like my adoptive. Oh God. I'm sorry. I was gonna say I feel like my adoptive mom when she's having her menopause hot flashes. I'm sorry. I'm gonna start crying now. I'm gonna start crying. I can't laugh too loud. I mean, I'm gonna wake someone up, but let me show you what she looks like. I need to find some paper or something. Where's a notebook? Do I have that? Yeah, that's what she uses. That's what she would use. Here's my notebook. This is how my adoptive mother looks when she's having a menopause hot flash. is gonna be savage as fuck. Come on, but she'd be sitting back in her. I can't do it. I can't do it. She'd be like sitting back. Hold on. Her eyes are wide open. Her eyes are like wide open. Like, this is how she looks. I have this fucking headset's gonna fall off if I try to do it, but like. That's exactly. That's not funny, cause I know exactly what she meant. That is probably the most. That's dramatic. That's exactly like she's like slouched back like this. Let me get closer so you guys can see. Like, that's exactly how she. That is probably the most savage thing I did for during this whole entire live stream. That was cold, but that's. I just remember being a kid and finding my adoptive mother like. I would always have to run up to my bedroom and hide and like just stick my face in a pillow and just laugh. Try not to laugh too loud, because I know if she hears me laughing, she's gonna get pissed. I'm gonna be thinking about that all night now. God, my adoptive mom having her menopause hot flashes. I should have sworn there was actually a rap song about that. I mean, the song wasn't about hot flashes, but one woman, I remember hearing this one rap song. This girl was rapping. She's like, "Oh, sitting back having hot flashes." That's what I think of. Oh my god. I gotta be careful. My ribs are gonna. I'm gonna break my ribs from laughing. I'm gonna try not to break my ribs. I don't want to break my ribs. I don't want to break my ribs. I don't want to break my ribs. 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 I can't laugh at that. I can't laugh at that. I can't laugh at that. I don't know what rapper that was. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a brief bit of a song I heard back when I was a kid. I don't remember what that rapper was. I know it was a female. I know it was a female rapper. It was absolutely a female. Something about hot flashes. It was just those short lyrics that she had in one of her songs. I'm gonna try not to think too much about that. I don't wanna break my ribs while laughing. I don't want any of my neighbors getting mad at me for being too loud. But God, oh gosh. Hi, let's talk about it. So are you never awake during the day? Actually, I have been, but my sleeping schedule is really whack. I mean, I try to stay awake like all night because I like the quietness at night. I mean, even though I live in a small like redneck town, it can get pretty loud. I mean, I even remember when I met up with one guy I met online and we went out to eat. Well, we didn't like we were just ordered some burgers from this burger place and we were eating outside. There's always some drama. It's like being on a VH1 reality show. These girls are getting into a fight about something, and it was funny. It felt like I was in a VH1 reality show. But, yeah, but gosh. God. Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm actually getting really tired. I actually have something going on tomorrow morning. I mean, later this morning. Oh, wait, do you love John Kramer from Saw or Norman Bates from Psycho? Ooh, that's a difficult one. I probably have them both. James reacts to everything. Night owl? Yeah, I absolutely am a night owl. Yeah. Well, I gotta get going. Gonna take myself a 5 hour energy. Um, might like rest my head for a bit and set my clock so I wake up in time so I don't miss my stupid telemed appointment that I have. Well, at least I don't have to leave the house for it. I mean, I'm glad about that. Yeah, I should be grateful for that. As much as I hate the telemed appointments, at least I don't have to leave my house. I mean, leave where I live because of it. What's my favorite fast food? Doritos Locos Tacos from Taco Bell or Pizza Hut. Well, if you can consider Pizza Hut fast food, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Good night, everyone, and thanks so much for watching Cosmic Tears and Beto Garcia, James Reacts to Everything, Let's Talk About It, and everyone else who chimed in. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr, and subscribe to me on BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey, because I'm trying to get more people to sign up for those sites since YouTube has a monopoly on video sharing, which needs to end, really. So, yeah, that's basically it. Peace out, people.